Hi dolls, it's Z and welcome to my digital diary. Good morning. Hi dolls. So it is the next day, as y'all can clearly see. Pinky baby, please. She's crying a lot today. It is a nice, gloomy, rainy day. Perfect fall weather. My bedroom, you dolls know I decorated it for fall. I did not decorate it for Halloween yet. And I'm like, I need a minute to work on my room. My room takes a while. Like, it's one of those projects that probably take the longest, especially if I go into it without a plan and I'm just going to see how it goes. So I'm like, I need a minute to do that. Like, I need at least a weekend to do that. And I'm like, I don't have a weekend. Halloween is this next week. What do I do? But then I have other projects as well. And keep in mind, I'm thinking about my Christmas content as well. Like, what do I want to do for Christmas? And I like to write it out. I haven't even begun writing it out. And I'm like, okay, I need to start working on Christmas content right now. Like, I can't afford to still be working on Halloween content because then I'm going to be behind on the Christmas content. And I just got super overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, I really need to start decluttering as well, because if you dolls didn't see my last video, there's a huge chance that I probably will be moving out of here, if not in December and in January. So I'm like, I need to start decluttering. And like, you guys see my apartment, like I have to paint the walls back white. I have to take everything down. It's gonna take a minute, and it's just hard to be creating like holiday. What is your problem? Hold on. Say hi, everyone. There she is, the screaming cat. And then also, you guys, when I got the Halloween costumes yesterday, Pinky's costume didn't fit. So now I'm like, okay, I need to go drop off her costume for return, and I need to find her a new one. So I'm panicking, looking everywhere, trying to find her a costume. And then the costume just doesn't match my costume, and I always do a matching costume for photos. And I just started to get overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my God, this is just not turning out right. Part of it is because, like I said, if you didn't see my last video, please go watch that. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes with my living situation with my ex, and I cannot focus or be creative anytime that I'm around this person. I don't know how to explain that to you, but in the past, it's always been like this. Like, I'll be editing a video or I'll be focusing on filming something, and he will come in and interrupt me, and instantly I'm wrapped up in his world and doing whatever he needs me to do for him instead of getting my stuff done. Like, I'm always prioritizing that. So now I think my brain has gotten used to that. And even though I'm not having any contact with him, like I'm not speaking to him, I see him because we live together, but I'm not speaking to him. Like, I don't have any direct contact with him. Well, it is direct. We live together, but I just don't have any verbal. Like, I don't speak to him. When he walks in the room, my brain automatically just disrupts. Like, if I'm filming something and he walks in loud, it's just over for me. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm trying to film what's going on. And not because I'm like, oh, I'm so interested in him. And I'm like, not like that. It's just he disrupts my brain, and it irritates me because it's like I can't even get done what I need to get done. And sometimes he just interrupts me on purpose. Like, he sees I'm filming, he doesn't care, he's just doing it. But that's part of it. But the other part of it is just like there's so many other distractions. Like, you guys, I need to work as much as I can to pay for a move, pay for an apartment, to get myself out of the situation. So I've been picking up more hours, so that's part of it. Then also, like I said, have to plan the move. Planning the move is a lot of work. I gotta find movers, I gotta get a truck, I have to figure all of these different, there's like a bunch of different things you have to figure out, and it takes a lot. Yeah, it's just like a lot going on behind the scenes of that. And like, I don't know if I'm gonna be here or how much longer I'm gonna be here. Obviously, I would love to stay and keep my apartment, but if this guy is going to leverage the apartment over me, I'm gonna leave, obviously. And also, eventually I'm gonna leave anyway, because I don't think I'm gonna want to stay after all this. But it would have been nice if he would have just followed through on what he said he was gonna do, and I would have had more time, and I wouldn't be stressed out right now trying to figure out where I'm gonna live, you know what I mean? So that kind of is annoying. But anyways, I brought all this up to say I'm sitting here and I'm panicking like, okay, let me sit here and do my makeup because I wanted to film an alphaba, like I said, alphaba look for my Wicked Coffee Bar video. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to make it. That alphaba look is going to take me a few hours. Like, I'm looking at the tutorial and the tutorial is like 30 seconds, but girl, it's not going to be 30 seconds. They cut it up, they edit it up. It's going to take me a while to get all the paint on my face, to do all, it's just going to take a minute. And I'm like, I really should be decluttering and pulling everything out right now and seeing what I need to get rid of. I need to post things on Facebook Marketplace and Poshmark for sale. Like, I'm going to do a huge moving sale where I'm going to be selling a lot of my stuff. So, and then there's stuff I just need to get rid of as well. I'm not going to take it with me. So I need to get all of that. I need to take pictures of all that stuff. I need to post all that stuff, list it all. So that takes time as well. And I'm just thinking, like, how am I going to get all of these October, like, Halloween themed videos that I had planned up in this 1 week while trying to do all this other stuff and also plan for Christmas content? And then something just hit me and it's like, it's not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen. We're going to do what we can. I am going to try to sprinkle a few holiday themed videos into my content, but I'm going to have to shift gears because my life has shifted gears at this point. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? We're going to have to go into, you know, a moving series. We're going to have to go into my decluttering videos. We're going to have to move into like just lifestyle videos because I'm thinking about Christmas and all of the stuff that I want to do. And at first my idea was, well, I don't even care if I'm going to move. Let me do my last big hurrah here and then go. But I'm like, girl, think about it. If you put all that, if I do what I want to do this year, there's no way I'm going to get all of that stuff up and then rush and get it all down before I have to move. It's like, and also I don't even know if I'm moving in December or in January. So it's like, it just seems like I'm trying to do too much and I'm only one person. So I sit here and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to decorate my bedroom for Halloween. I know I said I was going to give you guys fall and Halloween decor videos, and I will. There are, like, the coffee bar is Halloween themed. The kitchen is Falloween, so it does have Halloween mixed in with the fall decor. You guys will get that video too, so you will get those. I'm just not going to decorate my office. I was going to do bows and bones for that, but I'm just not going to do it. I just don't have time, and it doesn't make sense for me to now. It's like October 25th, 5 days before Halloween, to now all of a sudden try and rush and do the, like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, girl, no. Also, I just didn't have enough time to source everything that I needed for my themes. My office, yeah, I have majority of stuff that I need, and I wasn't planning on buying anything new for that. But my bedroom was a very unique Halloween theme, and I would have had to source or DIY a lot of that stuff, and I just don't have time to source or do the DIYs. Like, even yesterday when I went into the store to look for the things that I needed, I just felt super overwhelmed and stressed, and I'm like, why am I not finding everything? And it's like, I know how this works. I know that I need at least a few months to a few weeks out before I do a project in order for me to source all the materials, do all the DIYs, and get ready before I start placement, which is the actual decorating video. Like, and I wanted to explain that because I feel like from you doll's perspective, you just see the outcome, right? You just see me decorating on camera. You don't see everything else that happens. Like, the decorating part is actually probably the easiest part out of all of it. The hardest part is picking a theme, making the mood board, building a budget, building the list, putting it all together, going out and sourcing all the material. If you can't find the material, then you have to make it. And then putting everything together and then coming and doing the decorating part, which is probably the most fun part, is the decorating part. But it's a lot that goes into it before you get up to that point. And so I just felt like it's not going to happen. I'm going to be running around with a chicken, like a chicken with my head cut off. And I need to be focusing on getting out of this situation. I can't be focusing on everything that everybody else is focusing on. As much as I love the holidays and I was like, okay, this is going to be the year, we're going to go hard, we're going to do this, I would have loved to do that, but then I got hit with a bomb, you guys. And I thought we were going to be able to do it because, like I said, I didn't expect this guy to show back up here. I thought he was gone. I didn't expect him to show back up here. Yeah, I thought he was going to show back up in December to get his things, but that was it. So at this point, I'm like, there may not be Christmas content. I mean, there might be a video, like, I don't even think I'm going to do a Black Friday haul, you guys. Maybe, maybe not, just because with everything that's going on in the world, like, the government is shut down. There's a lot going on. People are laid off, like, and I don't want to stop making content. I want to continue to make content because I think that it can help me. And I like doing it, but I just like, I might not be, I'm going to have to shift my content. I might not be able to do exactly what I wanted to do. I might have to wait until next year is what I'm trying to say for the bedroom. So here's what I'm thinking. For the bedroom theme that I had, I still like that theme. I still want to do it. So I could just save it until next year. And this year we'll just do fall. We won't decorate the bedroom for Halloween. The bedroom just say fall, because I like it anyway for fall. And that way it'll give me more time to source the things that I need for next year. And I'm going to start sourcing the things for next year now, because a lot of the Halloween stuff is going on clearance because Christmas is coming. So this is the perfect time to kind of source some of that stuff. Perfect. I think we're going to kill it on the office. I already kind of started decorating it, and I think I might insert those clips in this video instead of making it its own video. We're just going to leave the office fall, okay? The kitchen is already done, and the coffee bar is already done, so they'll have their own separate videos. And then we're going to start moving into Christmas content. That's where I'm at with it right now, you guys. I just wanted to come on and just tell you guys what I was thinking. Like, I woke up today and I'm like, should I edit my coffee bar video or should I start working on my decluttering video? Because I really need to start decluttering now, like right now. And I was just like, you know what, girl? And then I was like, well, I really want to do the makeup for Alphaba for the video. And I'm like, you know what? You're trying to do too much. You're one person and you have to get your stuff together first. Like, I'm like, I need to prioritize my background. Like, the stuff that y'all are not seeing on camera, I need to prioritize that. Or the stuff that's on camera is not going to be good. Like, I don't even, honestly, you guys, I don't even want to move right now. But I'm even thinking about moving out of state. Not to Chicago, just because I just don't want to live in Chicago. Like, it's just not a place I want to build a life. Like, I don't like all of the weather changes. I don't like it there. I just don't. It's not my place. It's cute to go visit, but not to stay. But at the same time, like, when it comes to LA, I'm not really obsessed with LA either. It's dirty, it's gross, it's stinky. The people suck here. I'm just being honest. Everything's super expensive. You get garbage. You gotta pay so much money for trash, and it's like really gross. I'm just being really honest with y'all. I don't really like LA itself. My reasoning for being here is because of my acting career, and also I started doing project managing and post-production. And once I've been doing that for years, I kind of built a career out of that as well. So it just seemed like being here made the most sense. Not to say that I can't go to another state and do it in another state, but it's like most of the stuff that I want to do for my career is here. But I'm also figuring out now, like, I don't really necessarily have to be tied here. There's ways around it. My only reason for wanting to stay in this apartment longer is because I was in the middle of working on paying off all of my debt. And I got really close to paying it all off. I have literally 2 more things that I'm working diligently on to pay off. One of them I put a rush on, and I started paying an even higher payment because I saw the end goal. I was like, oh my God, I can see the end goal. Let me just get these 2 things paid off. Let me go one at a time. And I did the snowball method, in case you guys are curious. I paid off the smaller debt first, and now we're at the 2 largest debts that are left that I just wanted to focus on paying off my debt. And at this time, moving for me is kind of annoying because it's like, dang, I'm in the middle of like, I'm almost there. I'm in the middle of fixing everything. And now I have to come up with even more money to move because it's going to be even more expensive than it is for me to stay here. And then, well, it depends. I think the move is going to be expensive, but in the end, if I find a cheaper place, the rent over a longer period of time will be cheaper in the new place. But maybe, I don't know, it just depends on where I find it. But I'm almost done paying this off. I really don't want anything to touch my credit. Nothing has, in y'all, it has taken me, this is my second year. It's going on 2 years it took me to pay off all of my debt, y'all. And I'm almost there. And I just don't want to ruin it by running my credit for something else. I haven't used my credit for anything. In 2 years, I haven't used my credit for anything, which is not the best because you do want to use your credit because you want to show that you have active credit. So it's not the best. But my mindset was, let me pay off my debt and then I'll start rebuilding my credit. That I knew was going to take me at least 3 years to do. So I'm not like, shocked that, I already knew that it was going to take me 3 years to do that. My mind was saying, stay where you are, continue to do what you're doing, look for a better job so you can pay off the debt faster, but do not open any more lines of credit, do not run your credit, do not touch your credit for the next year and a half, because after that you're going to start touching it and you're going to start rebuilding it up. So it just pisses me off because I'm like, okay, now I'm in a place where like I have to run my credit for things because I'm trying to move. But right now, let's focus on leveling up. Let's focus on getting ourselves out of this toxic environment. That is what the majority of my videos are going to kind of be going forward into probably next year. And then after that, hopefully we'll be out of this horrible situation and we can just start over, and it'll be the glow up series, it'll be the moving on series, it'll be getting the life together. And then next year, all of the holiday content will be on point. That's what I'm thinking. Also, the best time to move, I heard, is in between December and February because the rates are a lot lower. So we have a lot to think about, a lot to do, and I would prefer to show you guys like me getting ready and moving out of the situation than to try to show you guys like holiday content when I'm really stressed inside trying to figure out how to get out of the situation, if that makes any sense. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I know I can ramble a lot and just go off the page and go off script, but I just brain dumped on you. But yeah, so I'm like, I need to be able to breathe. Now I'm thinking for today, I'm going to go edit my coffee bar video. I'm going to save my alphabet costume for next year because I think we can just... I liked the Wicked coffee bar the way it came out, but I feel like I could have done better. I feel like there's some things I could have done. If I had the time to source, I could have did better. So I might try the Wicked coffee bar again next year, possibly. And if I do, it'll probably be in a new spot. But also, outside of all of this, I also have my health situation I need to do. I need to go see a gynecologist. I also got scheduled an MRI. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this, but I went to go get my CT scan for the mass on my stomach, and the nurse told me that they couldn't do it because the contrast, because I'm allergic to shellfish, and the contrast would give me an allergic reaction. So they couldn't do it with contrast, and she said if we can't do it with contrast, we can't see the mass. We can't see what the mass is. We can see there's something there, but we can't see it as well. We don't know what it is. So she said, I would suggest you go to your doctor right away, and tell him that you need an MRI with contrast. They're going to do that in a hospital. They're also going to give you a high dose of Benadryl, so if you do have an allergic reaction, it will combat that, and then you'll be able to get it with the contrast. So I had to go back. Y'all, these people have taken me in circles. Like, I went all the way over there. It was very stressful because the address they originally gave me wasn't the right address, so I had to Uber drop me off at the address and then they ended up, the people there were like, oh, it's not actually at this building, it's at another building. So instead of grabbing an Uber to take me back, it was 17 minutes away. So I walked the 17 minutes to the other place, got to the other place, and then they told me that they can't really do anything. So I did have them do a CT scan without the contrast, because I was like, listen, I came all the way over here, so even if it doesn't have, like, we do it without contrast, do it without the contrast, and I'll still ask them for the MRI. So that's what we did. Then I came back, I called my doctor the next day because it was too late at that point. My appointment was at 4, and I didn't even go in until like 5:30. I got back the next day. I told the doctors, then they called me yesterday and they said, okay, we sent you the approval, your insurance sent the approval for your MRI with contrast, so you need to schedule this at this facility to go get that. So now I have to get an MRI with contrast. I still need to set up that appointment. I still need to set up the appointment for my gynecologist as well. And again, keep in mind, I'm working at the same time, picking up more hours, so it's hard for me, and I don't have a car, because I'm focusing on paying off debt. That was one of the expenses I took off. Like, I could have, after the whole situation with my car, if you guys don't know, it happened a long time ago. I'm not going to go over it. Situation happened with my car. My car is gone, got taken. I could have gotten another car right after that. But I chose not to, because I thought to myself, that's one less expense I have to pay, and now I can focus on my debt. So yes, I have to do those two things, health-wise, and then I also need to see a what does she call it? I need to see a neurologist, because I'm having severe migraines. I've always had these my entire life, but I never knew what triggered them, and now I see it's stress, and I've been having them really bad ever since this character showed back up. So I need to see a neurologist to find out what's going on with that. I've been seeing like falling dust. I don't know how to describe it. That's the best way. So I need to see a neurologist for that. And then that right now is pretty much the gist of my health. But the hernia repair is healing just fine. I still have numbness around that area. I don't understand why. It's been like, 4 weeks now almost? And I still have a lot of numbness. So it's really weird. I hope that they didn't damage a nerve, but I'll talk to my doctor about it probably on Monday. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So there's just like a lot going on in the background, and I would want to open up and share about it, but I also feel like it's some things you just don't, like, you can't share everything. Like, there's some stuff I want to tell y'all so much, but I just can't, because I know, I'm like, okay, later down the line, you're going to regret putting that on the internet. You're going to regret, telling people your business. But if I could just tell y'all what this man really did to me, y'all would be disgusted if y'all knew what this man, I'm talking about my ex, because y'all probably like, who's she talking about? My ex, the person I live with, not even a man. This MPD did to me, y'all would be disgusted, but I just can't. I can't. It's too personal. Anyways, let's go find a better way to be productive other than sitting around ranting. Also, if you dolls know anywhere that's hiring, I'm in California obviously, but I'm looking for a remote job. So if you guys know anywhere that's hiring remote, please do let me know, because your girl needs probably like several jobs to get out of this situation. It's just too expensive here in California. I'm like over it. Say hi, Piglet. It was at one point nice in here, and now it's destroyed. Yeah. I'm just gonna take these. I did not put. Okay, just wanted to say that. So now I'm gonna take everything down because I don't want my stuff to get destroyed. Okay, dolls, so this is what the shelf looked like once I finished it. Everything else I'm just taking down, but that's what it looked like before. And you guys saw the rest of the bathroom before it was destroyed. And just really laid everything out. So along with that context,
We'll find decorations to match this. But our Christmas series starting now. I'm making a Ralph Lauren Christmas, our two-side Ralph Lauren Christmas this year.
Now, I know a lot of y'all are about to be out spending your money doing the Ralph Lauren Christmas, and if you are, I'd like to know down below in the comments, or do you think that this trend is doing a lot? Do you think that this is just overconsumption's final boss, like wrapping it up for the year 2025 with Ralph Lauren's Christmas? I kind of feel like it is, because this is a lot, and it's kind of unnecessary, and you got ornaments up in the closet. Stop acting bougie.
Okay guys, so I think I'm gonna take a walk and go see like the Halloween costumes and the decorated houses, and then I'm gonna come back and do the pumpkins. I wanted to do a pinky pumpkin, so I wanted to make this one a little tiny cat, and then I wanted this one to be me and like, I don't know, not a me, but like a spa girly. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Look at this house. It's so cute. Look at it. Oh my god. I would love to see this at night. Look at the giant. What? These people are probably like, why is she on our property? It's so cool. This is...
Before you out the door, you have to
Hold on. Why my baby looking cute? Yo, okay. It's a little messed up right
but that product and this one aren't like the two that I was like hammering. This is such a classic treatment set. And it's really cute. It's their hydrating gel. Right? It's like wash my face with lotion. This is in a quarter ounce that will moisturizer and curl. Ingredients because a lot of them use retinol, which you can't use when pregnant. So I have a few serums from.
there. Pinky's eyes are green, you guys. And why am I making her eyes black? Because that's what the thing said to do. It said to make her eyes black. But that's not the color of her eyes. So we gotta redo that. It's a little bit dark. Okay, hey dolls. So it's a lot later. It's like 7:30-ish. And I really wanted to go walk through the neighborhood and see all of the decorations, because just a block up from my apartment building is like a bunch of like mansions, girl, like big houses, and they always go all out and decorate. So I really want to go see some of the decor. I also saw like little kids like trick-or-treating and stuff, and I want to see their costumes. I don't know, it just seems fun to me to like walk through the neighborhood. I'm thinking about taking one of my little fall pumpkin to-go cups and putting some tea in there and just going for a walk with a cozy sweater. Oh, by the way, I decided not to dress up this year, but I just made dinner, which is this lemon chicken orzo soup. I've never had it before and I wanted to try it. It looked really good. And I also started watching Beetlejuice, which so far I'm loving it, but I'm a huge fan of Beetlejuice. I was gonna watch it when it came out, but I didn't get a chance to go see it. So it's on Netflix, and for the prices of going to the theaters, honestly, you guys, I just prefer to wait until it comes out on a streaming platform. So that's what we did. And then I think that this is probably going to be like probably the end of the vlog because Halloween's over, which is really sad because like I feel like I blinked and like Halloween and fall is over, and I just feel like it's because everyone was in such a rush to start it early that it kind of ended before it started, if that makes any sense. So I do feel a little sad about that, but it's okay, girl. We still have till next year. I did decide that I wasn't going to go out tonight. My friends invited me to go to like a bar. It's like a Monster bar or something like that. Let me not even act like I know what it is. It's some sort of bar, but I just did not feel like going all the way to West Hollywood and like in a costume and worrying about that throughout the night, and then trying to also be safe, and then I'm going to be taking Uber, so it's going to be expensive. And I was just like, you know what, it just feels like a lot for, I don't even know that I'm going to enjoy myself that much. Like, is it worth it for me to leave the house? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me being lazy and like just wanting to stay at home. I don't know. But I did not dress up this year. You guys know, like almost every year I dress up and I take pictures with my cat Pinky. Her costume did not fit. I think I told you guys that already. So I returned that today, and I didn't have enough time to get her new costume. So I just didn't feel right. Like, I was like, okay, well, you know, I could still dress up and take pictures, but I just didn't feel right taking pictures without her, because part of the reason why I take pictures is like to put them in my photo album and stuff like that, to create memories and stuff. So I was just like, I'm kind of sad that we don't have pictures from this year, but I also understand it. Like, oh, I can think back in my mind, like, where's the pictures from 2025? Oh, that was the year we were going through some shit, remember? I will explain later. I just been off. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, so I decided not to dress up this year, and I have my costume right here. Another reason why I decided not to dress up too is because I couldn't find everything I needed for my costume. I still needed to find my witches, like not witches, but like these Victorian boots, and I had seen some on Doll's Kill, but now I can't find them in the pink color. I can only find them in blue, which is very infuriating to me. So I was like, I don't even have shoes for my costume, so I needed more time to figure that out. I also did not find my contact lenses, and also this costume was last minute anyway, you guys. I was supposed to be something else, and then last minute I decided I'm just going to be a vampire because I have the teeth and the blood. All I need to do is find a Victorian outfit and I'll be a Victorian vampire. But the math wasn't mathing, because the dress that I was going to wear is this Doll's Kill dress, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but like they're two different shades of pink. Like this is like a flesh blush pink, and this is the cloak, and then this is like a more bubblegummy pink, and I just felt like it was, the colors were clashing too much, and I wanted to find a nice Victorian dress to go with this. I did find like a top that I could wear underneath it, but then I couldn't find a skirt to wear, and then I found these pants, but then I was like, I just don't feel, I don't want to wear pants. I want it to be like a big Victorian poofy dress, you know, a Victorian vampire vibes. So I just felt like it wasn't enough commitment to the costume, and I just felt like we're not going to perform 75%. We need to do at least 100%, otherwise it's not worth it. And y'all know me, I usually normally do 110%. So y'all know I'm over the top, so I just felt like I wasn't going to be happy with that. But yeah, I decided not to go with the costume, and I also decided not to go out, which kind of sucks because I thought that my ex would be going out. I just thought he would be leaving. I don't know why. I was like, oh, he's probably going to go out and I'm going to be at home with Pinky, and then I can take her for a ride in a stroller. We can go see the spooky houses, have a cup of tea, watch Beetlejuice, have a cozy fall meal. But he didn't leave, girl. He's still here. So I'm kind of like, dang, now I'm not even like relaxed. I'm not even in a relaxed space, but I'm doing the best that I can, you guys, to just train my mind to make space for myself. Like, don't let anybody come and disrupt your spirit. Like, if they're being disruptive, take note of it and say, okay, I don't want to be in the presence of that person because they're disrupting my spirit, and I'm gonna work to get out of it, or next time I won't be in their presence. But if you have to deal with it and you're stuck in their presence and you can't get out of it in a moment, like me, like a situation like me, don't let anybody disrupt your peace. I mean, I'm saying this and I'm shaking my head because I'm telling it to myself, not just to y'all. I'm telling it to myself. You have to mentally put a block there. Like, nope, tonight I'm going to be peaceful. Tonight I'm going to have fun. Tonight I'm going to relax. Tonight I'm going to enjoy myself. Don't fuck with me because you might see something. Anyways, I hope that made sense. But yeah, just make note of the feeling that you have about it, but don't let them bring your empire down. That being said, I did do my nails. I thought they came out pretty cute. I will say a little bit disappointed because the charms came off right away. Like, I was just gluing this nail down and this charm came off, and then I had to glue it back on, and then the charm on my thumb came off. I had to glue that back on, and then all of the charms on my first finger fell off. Okay, you guys. Oh, and then it was another charm that was on, oh, the butterfly, this chunky charm, fell right off, girl. Like, I'm talking about, I didn't even get up from the desk from doing my nails. Like, after I showed you guys my nails at the desk, got up and I was like, where are the charms? Where'd they go? I think this one happened when I was doing the pumpkins on the patio. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of pumpkins, I finished painting the jack-o'-lanterns, so I can show. Is it a jack-o'-lantern? No, because I think the jack-o'-lanterns are very specific. Like, you have to carve it. Speaking of the painted pumpkins, I did finish. I will show you guys what they look like. I think they came out cute. Pinky's is not finished because I have to figure out what to do for her ears because I didn't think that part through. And I painted it before I carved the ears. So now I have to figure out something else. Maybe I can use felt. I'm not sure, but let me show you. So here is this one. Y'all, she is so cute. Now, the pictures that I saw on Pinterest had like eye masks underneath, and I thought that was cute. But girl, I ain't gonna lie, I went to my bathroom. I was like, listen, I don't want to waste my eye masks. But I had these like expired lip masks still in there, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be perfect because I'm not gonna use them anyway, they're expired. So I put the lip mask on her, and how cute is she? And I did have to hot glue her little towel down to her head because it was slipping all around. So I did do that, but she's super cute. I think she came out cute. This is supposed to be me, by the way, you guys. This is gonna be my peaceful era once I get out of this hot mess with this boy. Okay, and then Pinky's pumpkin, you guys, look at her. Okay, she doesn't look anything like Pinky, but she's so cute. I had to change her eyes around a few times. Her spots are a little bit off. I wish I would have left a little bit more white in her coat. Well, honestly, Pinky's entire back is black and orange. She doesn't have any white on her back. The only place she has white is on her belly, is all white, and then like on her face. Everything else is pretty much black and orange. And she has an eye that has like, it's the wrong eye though. I just saw it. Oh, it's supposed to be this eye. She has like a whole like black patch right there. Anyways, we did the best that we could. I think she came out pretty cute. I have to, y'all see what I'm talking about? She doesn't have ears. And I should have took a note of that because I think the people who did it on Pinterest, they use paper mache. But I'm thinking about just getting some felt and cutting them like little squares out and putting the ears up there. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I did make a Hello Kitty jack-o'-lantern like, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. And I'll pop a photo up on the screen. It's also on my Pinterest. If you guys aren't following me on Pinterest, do. And that one, I just cut the ears out and then stuck them on top. Like triangles out of the pumpkin and stuck them on top. But it was too late because I already painted it. So then I didn't want to cut it after I painted it. But Pinky, Pumpkin, and me. Like Pinky and me. How cute, you guys. That was so much fun. I also had a lot of fun coloring with the coloring book. Out of 10, I'm going to rate the coloring book maybe like a 4. And I'm going to tell you, here's why. So the coloring I think is really fun, especially if you're someone who has anxious energy or you're just trying to release some type of pressure, I think it's a really good activity to do to just make you calm down, because you have to calm down in order to color in the lines. So I think it's a good what is it, anxiety suppressant. My only thing is, if you have like a hard time paying attention to things, I feel like we all have ADHD now. Like, not trying to diagnose anybody, but I just feel like we all kind of have it since social media. But if you struggle with like your attention span, because I know I do, I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD, I'm just telling you, I struggle with my attention span sometimes. It was hard for me to sit there and color that entire thing. So I did not finish the entire thing. Also, I felt like if I liked the colors, like the markers more, I would have colored the entire thing, because a lot of the markers in that marker set were very vibrant and like neon and principal colors. There weren't any pastels, and I like to work with a pastel palette, so I was coloring it in and I was like, that's not really the shade. I don't really like it, and once I don't like it, I don't really want to continue with it. So I don't know, I think I'll pick the book up again, and I think I'll definitely color again, but I think I need to get some pastel markers and pens to color with, because that is pretty much my color palette. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I've jabbered on here enough. I'm going to go have dinner, watch Beetlejuice, and I think like that is going to be pretty much it for this video. Thank you dolls so much for supporting me, supporting my channel, always returning, even though I haven't posted in like a while. I want to say in like months, but I always say, oh, I plan on coming back, I'm gonna come back hard during the holidays, and then y'all already know this personal thing happened in my life, and now I'm dealing with that. So now I'm like, I can't really focus on holiday content, and I'm just gonna be real with y'all, and actually I'm just gonna have to talk right now. I am gonna do a video where we sit down and update, but I'm trying to decide if I want to wait until January to do that update video, as it'll be a new year, or if I want to do it now. But I might as well just talk about this part right now. I don't know how much holiday content you guys are going to get from me this year. I'm going to do as much as I possibly can. I do have in the bag already a pink Christmas haul, and it's a huge pink Christmas haul. You guys are definitely going to want to see that. I've had this stuff since end of August, early September, and it was when Christmas first started coming out at Burlington. I snagged a bunch of the like gingerbread and pink pastel stuff. One, because it was a good deal, and two, because I knew that if I didn't, I wasn't gonna find it. And at the time when I got all of the stuff, I was thinking in my head, oh, you know, I wasn't going to be in the situation I'm in. I was thinking that this guy wasn't coming back until the after Christmas to get his stuff, and I would be here by myself, and I could decorate and all these things, and I wasn't going to be stressed out. But now that I'm dealing with this situation, I got all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't even think I'm going to decorate, because I thought he was going to leave, which I would have been fine to decorate, because he's going to leave. I just find somebody to, a roommate or something, I'll figure it out. But now he's acting like he doesn't want to leave. So now it's looking like I'm gonna have to leave, and I'm whispering because he loves to eavesdrop through the vents. Now it's looking like I'm gonna have to leave, and if that's the case, I don't want to be putting up a bunch of Christmas decor that I'm gonna have to take right back down, especially because y'all already know I decorated this apartment, I painted the walls, so I have to take all of that stuff apart too. And I think I'm just gonna roll that over into content. Like, it's what's going on in my life. First I was like, I'm just gonna like go offline and not post anything until I get a new spot, and then we'll start over and resume content. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna show you guys what is really happening, what I'm going through. You guys, if I end up moving, I will do a series, I already told you, and I will be showing you guys how I undecorate everything, like taking everything down as a renter, how you can decorate extreme and then convert it right back into the regular white square box that they put you in when you got the place. I am going to show you how to do that. So it just depends. Like I said, everything's up in the air right now. I'm looking for places. So right now, the plan is to get out. And even if I end up staying here just a little bit longer, it's not going to be too long. Eventually, I'm going to leave because it's just too expensive and I don't want to spend $2,500, you know, the mortgage on a house for an apartment. It actually doesn't make sense. So that's where we're at. That was the little update on that. Holiday content will be sparse. I will still be showing you guys vlogs and lifestyle stuff and the stuff that's going on in my life, but in terms of like the decorating videos and stuff like that, I just don't know. Okay, but I want to say happy Halloween. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hype the video. It helps me so much. I've had people asking me like, hey, how can we help? We know you're going through a tough situation, a tough living situation, and you need to get out of there. You need to change it. How can we help? What can we do? I even had someone leave a comment and ask if they could create a GoFundMe for me to help me get out of the situation. I don't think I'm at the point where I feel comfortable accepting funds or money from my supporters. That to me, not judging anybody who does, but that to me, where I'm at right now, I just don't feel like that for me feels right now. Not saying that I won't ever do it in the future. I just don't feel right asking you guys for stuff like that. However, if you want to help me and you want to support me get out of this situation as fast as possible, the best way you can do that is to continue to support my content. Watch the videos, share the videos, like the videos, hype the videos. The more I grow and the more views and engagement I get, the more money I can make on YouTube, the faster we can get out of here, girl. Okay? So yeah, I just wanted to say, if you want to support me, that is one big way you can support me. I don't at the time feel comfortable taking money from my supporters or doing a GoFundMe. Not that I won't in the future or won't need it. I'm just saying right now, that's like an extreme, there's no other option. Like it's like an emergency situation for me to do that. I'm not going to do that at this time. But I do love you dolls, and I appreciate you so much for asking that question and just being, you know, concerned about me and trying to help me so much. I do appreciate that. All of you dolls who commented, I read every single solitary comment, even the comments that are still coming in after it's been weeks since that video's been posted. I'm still reading all of those comments. You guys, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna cry. Second, okay. You guys have been so supportive. I don't really have any words. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. When I gather myself and I gather my words, I will do a proper gratitude speech for you dolls. But yeah, thank you just so much for being there for me, and I hope all of you dolls had a happy Halloween. And for those of you who don't celebrate, I still hope you were able to enjoy this day in some way. It's still fall. Even though you don't celebrate Halloween, you can still celebrate the fall season. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next season, which is the holiday season. And yeah, I think the next thing you guys are going to see after this, no, you might see this video after a holiday video, because I think I'm going to post the pink Christmas haul before this video, because this video is kind of long. It's going to take me a while to edit it and get it up. I'll probably have this up maybe sometime next week, like Monday or so, and I think you guys are going to probably see the holiday haul sometime over the weekend. I don't know, but I think the holiday haul is going to go up first. So I hope you guys enjoy that as well. Again, love you. What is wrong with my speech, y'all? I really got to get it together. Love you so freaking much. And I can't wait to see you dolls in the next video. Y'all see my spirit is like this. You want to know why? Because the devil is on my shoulder and he is tapping it. And it's taking everything in me. Like, I'm trying to keep myself, stay in a good spirit, stay in a good spirit. We almost out of this. We're almost there. Because he was tapping. I swear the devil was tapping on my shoulder. Because earlier today, that man went in there and put his clothes in a washing machine. Okay, it's a long story. I don't even think I can get into it. The day I posted my last video where I explained a little bit of what was going on, this man took my clothes out of the washer wet and put them on the floor wet. And when I confronted him about it, you know what he told me? You're inconsiderate. You left your stuff in the washing machine. You made a mistake. You're inconsiderate. You keep making mistakes and you're inconsiderate. I said, me leaving my stuff in the washing machine is not a mistake or inconsiderate. I just forgot it was in there. And all you had to do was let me know and I could have moved it. Please do not put your hands on my belongings. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out how this person could be saying to me that I'm inconsiderate for leaving my clothes in the washer, but you just put my wet clothes on the floor. That's not inconsiderate. It's like the deflection is crazy. Like, it's crazy talk. Like, what? Anyways, today I seen he left his clothes in the washer. I saw, it's like, it's not a big deal. People do it all the time. Just ask me to move it. And the devil was like, sorry. And I'm like, no. That's not us. That's not what we do. That's not how we act. No. I even got up and I walked into the laundry room. And I looked in there and I'm like, And the devil was like, put them wet clothes on the floor. Put them wet clothes on the floor. And I was like, no. I had to look for a second. And I stopped and I said, nope. And I went back to my computer and finished editing because I said, that is not who I am or what I do. And I'm not going to get wrapped up in these games that they're playing. And I'm not going to bring myself down to where they are. There's a quote, actually. I'm not going to take myself off the shelf because you can't reach it. I'm not coming down to your level. So I've been keeping myself in La La Land. Tomorrow, I know in between tomorrow and Monday that he's going to try something, because I can already tell. I can tell when he starts acting up. He starts engaging me and trying to do little things to like infuriate me. But I'm not. I'm like, anyways, let's stop talking about it. One of you dolls has said, don't talk about this because I'm scared that he's watching. Just ignore him. And I do feel like that's kind of right. Like, I'm happy that I talked about it a little bit in that video, but I think that is kind of the right mindset. Like, just ignore it for now. Like, don't say anything about it right now. Wait until it's over and then tell your story. And that's the way I always normally do things. I try not to act in a moment, because you see how the feelings are involved and the devil's tapping. It's like, wait until it's all said and done, and then, anyways, I've said bye 3 times and I still can't get off the phone with y'all need to hang up the phone. I can't seem to hang up the phone on y'all. I love you. Bye.
Jesus, Bob. Can't just see him concentrating here. You know what? One